Warning: the show you are about to watch is for comedic purposes only. We strive to entertain and make you laugh. We strive to keep things family friendly and keep it at a PG-13 rating. The show itself covers news topics that you probably don't see every day, pop culture, TV shows, movies, video games, and a redneck. If we make you laugh just once, then we're doing our jobs. If you get offended in any way whatsoever, go cry to your mom because these two military veterans don't want to hear about it. So sit back, relax, join in on the shenanigans, and enjoy the show. Broadcasting straight to you from the good old interwebs on Accidental Punch TV, it's The Sully Show. Starring JT Hollis and the not-so-mastermind of the entire program, Sully. Join us in our viewer chat. And now, here's Sully of Physically, not mentally. Mentally, I'm just gone. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Sully Show. I'm the host of pretty much everything here. That's how I roll. With me today, as always, is my friend, my redneck brother from another mother. You know him as the Toothless Wonder. He is the one, the only, JT Hollis. Hello, JT!
Good evening, sir.
Oh, good evening. That was very spine-chillingly spooky. Come on into the chat room. Go to twitch.tv/accidental punch. That's where we're live. We're also live on YouTube, Facebook, multiple places. We're also live on Twitter. Hopefully, eventually, soon, TikTok. We got to get to like 1,000 followers on TikTok, so that'd be cool if we could go live on there. But come on in, have some fun with us, because we've got a great show planned for you to kind of help you forget about life for a while. So, but before we do that, JT, my friend, who do we have in the chat room today?
We got a nice little crew gathering together in the chat room. We'll start from the top of the page and work our way down. First one in chat room tonight, the master of useless information, the one and only Big Tank. He is with us. Longest subscribing member to the channel. And our very, very good friend, the one and only Lady Death, a.k.a. Nakaya. She is with us as well. The master of the clip. C-L-I-P, folks. Clip. The one and only Sammy. He is with us tonight. He hadn't been around for a while. I had to clarify that. I had to. Just to be safe. But Sammy is with us as well. Our new friend from across the northern border, and our fellow Star Wars and Marvel fanatics.
Yes.
The one and only Laser Man, a.k.a. Ian, is with us. And the soon-to-be two, the one and only Hidden Nature, a.k.a. Amanda, she is with us as well. She comes in and says, do you know how damn expensive a car seat and a stroller are now? OMFG. Oh, and hi all. My head hurts now.
Yes.
Amanda, the only thing I can say to you is secondhand stores.
No. Whoa. Time out. Nope. Time out. Put it on your registry.
Oh, that too. There you go.
Put it on your registry. Trust me on this. People will get it. Put it on your registry. No secondhand. Put it on your registry. And you know what?
I'm saying, you can get a lot of good stuff at secondhand stores, and they make sure the stuff is safe.
Just to also put it out there. Send me your registry when you're done, because there's probably a lot of crap on there that you're not going to ever use. And there's probably so much like Okay. The wipe warmer. No.
Who needs that? No,
Don't
you don't need a
do
wipe
it.
warmer.
Don't do a wipe warmer. No. Get
Unless
it
she
off
wants one
there.
for herself, maybe. You know. Yeah.
No, you don't want that, and you don't want it for two reasons. With a new baby, okay? Let's say you're using the wipe warmer all the time. What happens when you bring them out into public and, uh-oh, shit hits the fan? Quite literally, you're going to use that cold wipe and that kid's going to cry. Don't do the wipe warmer. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Diaper genie? Absolutely. Those things are a godsend. She says that her registry is small. You'd be surprised. If you see it, put it on it. Put it on it. Trust me. There's just a lot of stuff. No, don't.
Well, and you can take a look at her registry and suggest items that she doesn't have on there.
That's true. I could.
Mm-hmm.
I very well could. Yes, absolutely. But that is a story for another day. You really
Yes. Do want to thank Sammy, by the way,
Oh, did I miss
for
something?
resubscribing at Tier 2 for 48 months.
Oh, very nice. Hey, you might need to adjust your camera. You just turned orange because of your lights in the back.
But when they change, then I'm going to have to change it again.
I know it's just like you just got really orange. I'm like, whoa. But if you guys did notice, JT got new lights. He actually got the programmable LED lights,
Yep. And I'm going to change it right now, too.
similar to what I'm gonna do. I do have to order mine so I can get them. But yes, Laserman's in the chat room and he says, "Ooh, orange for spooky season." Yay! No, it's true. But yeah, I gotta put up my spider web and everything. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it,
Right.
so I can hang it up.
See, we had white. Now we got blue. Now we got a greenish color. It's cool because you can do like a 7-color gradient, which is what it's going through now.
Yep.
Originally, I had it on 3-color.
Yeah.
And you can do flash colors.
And you should be able to program it to speaking as well.
Well, I got to figure out how. You can set it to music. You can set it to sync to music, but I haven't figured out the sync to voice thing yet.
Gotcha. Lady Death says she put up red, green, and purple in her work cube. Okay. All right then. And Hidden Nature says Boney One Kenobi is there too. Yes.
Yes. And his other 2 triplets.
Yes, his other 2 are his brothers there. Are chilling out as well.
Hanging out with a pooty cat.
JT's got more Halloween decorations than I do, and it's my stream.
And that's just in the studio.
Yeah.
We won't get into outside.
Yeah, no, we did not get into outside. So come on in, have some fun with us. We got a great show planned. But before we do have some sad news, folks.
Yes.
We do have some sad news. As you know, JT has been doing world record stories for a better part of a year now.
Well, this is week 69.
And what was it? It was last week's world record story, right?
It was either last week or the week before.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I want to say it was last week. I think it was last week.
So let's bring everybody up to speed on that world record story.
All right. Well, a couple, either last week or the week before. I want to say hi to Will real quick. Just join us in the chat room. Will, great to have you along. If you guys remember, there was the 104-year-old grandma skydiver.
That was cool, by the way.
Who broke and set a new world record for the oldest female to skydive.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Well, she passed away in her sleep a week later.
Aww.
1 week later after that, she passed away.
So
Says
sad.
here that her jump last week broke a year-old record and saw the Centurion fall from 13,500 feet. She even withheld the record-setting adventure from her family until the following day, when she surprised them with that day's issue of the Chicago Tribune, which featured a photo of her soaring back to the ground on its front page.
I mean, that's pretty cool if you ask me.
That's pretty cool. But Nakaya, I do have to thank Nakaya for this because she actually passed this on to me. That sadly, a week later, she passed away in her sleep.
It's so sad.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So sad.
Like Nakaya said, she went out with a bang.
Absolutely, she did.
She went out with a bang.
Absolutely.
Big Tank says, no, aw, dude, be happy. She lived over a century, and she lived the life that she wanted to. Very, very true. I love the lady. I wish I would have had the chance to meet her.
It would have been cool to interview her.
From what we can all tell, a great life.
Mm-hmm.
She went out with a bang. She went out the way that she wanted to. She went out in her sleep.
Still sad.
And everything. So, it's sad at the loss.
But awesome.
But at the same time, we celebrate Dorothy Hoffner. Very cool, Dorothy. But we wanted to get the sad thing out of the way, so we could have fun for the rest of the show. Absolutely. But I wanted to let you guys know that, and thank you again to Nakaya for getting a hold of me and sending me that update.
I agree. Thanks, Nakaya.
Want to say hi to our good friend from across the pond, the one and only Captain Country, aka Neil. He has joined us in the chat room. Great to have you with us, Neil.
And he's not asleep yet, which is even better.
Well, it's because it's not 2 o'clock.
True.
2 a.m. on Tuesdays is his bedtime. So
true. So the fact that he actually stays up to watch at least an hour of the show is awesome.
Exactly.
We did have a couple of new followers last night during the show, and last night was a huge success of doing 2 podcasts back to back with 2 Ewoks in the park and then Avenger Pretenders. I don't know how we did it, but we did.
I was hurting bad.
And you got up. You got up and walked away for like 5 minutes too. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, okay, I got to get this set. I got to change this. By the time he came back, I'm like, I got to go to the bathroom, but screw it. Let's just knock it out of the park. And we did.
Right.
Which was awesome. So it was really, really cool for everybody that showed up. If you didn't show up, I'm sorry. Watch it later. For those that don't watch the shows, what's wrong with you? It's Star Wars, man. It's Star Wars and Marvel. Loki and Ahsoka were fantastic. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Want to give a shout out to Kashiri. She just popped in, and she says, currently sitting in the ER for a scratched cornea in her good eye. Oh, no.
What did I tell you about that rough sex, Coach Lady?
Yeah, you got to stop using those toys. You got to. I'm just,
either that or aim better, damn it.
So obviously we want to make sure that yes, you are feeling okay, you're better. Hopefully everything goes well. But she says she's not happy, but she's here and hi. Well, we're not happy that you got hurt. We're not.
Right.
We hope everything comes out well, but we are going to crack the jokes.
Everything comes out well.
Exactly.
Maybe that's what caused the problem.
Big Tank says, guys, just use eye protection for the pop shot.
Nakaya says, don't wear contacts for 3 weeks and it should heal, as long as she doesn't get anything else in it.
Yeah, like watch it.
Bump.
And she says, no, I didn't see this coming. Well, this coming, but I'm pretty sure she meant see. And clearly... Clearly, you didn't see this coming. But
she used the wrong eye when she typed so.
Oh, man. But we got a good show. So, Kashiri hopefully will be able to at least help you out, forget about what's going on. I know it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the neck for you, or a pain in the eye, whichever you prefer, but we do have a lot of good stuff planned.
Put it on
for
speaker so that everybody can hear. Must have had a T-Dog who joined us in the chat room, came in and said, "What up, Bam?
What up, dude? Not much, trying to do a show here, just, seeing what we can do, I mean, it's what we do. It's what we do. So thanks for coming in late.
Better late than never."
Agreed. But we do have a lot of things planned for today. And one of which is something that I've been trying to get to on the prep sheet for a while now. And it's more along the lines of why it honestly didn't happen yet. The conversation, and JT and I have had this conversation before, and I'm sure I've had it on the show before, especially with the writer's strike, which is now over. The Screen Actors Guild is still working on their stuff. And a lot of what's going on now is interesting because whoops, I did the wrong thing. I did the wrong thing. There we go. A lot of actors who do comedy, they mostly do comedic films, are very vocal in how things are playing out in Hollywood when it comes to certain movies and scripts and whatnot. And one such actor is Adam Devine. And if you don't know who Adam Devine is, you can see him in all of the Pitch Perfect movies. You can see him in a lot of the forced slapstick comedy type films, as Big Tank says, Bumper in Pitch Perfect, which is true. He is Bumper. He also had a short-lived Peacock series about Pitch Perfect and Bumper. And it's interesting, to say the least, because he says that Marvel movies have ruined comedies. Yes, you heard me right. Marvel movies have ruined comedies. They make those kinds of movies funny, but it's not real comedy. Okay. JT, you're trying to think of things here, and
well, I'm trying to use logic to understand what this idiot is trying to say.
Yeah.
But I'm with Nikaya. Nikaya said, "He can kiss my chubby white ass."
Laserman says, "What is he smoking, and where can I get some?"
In the local pharmacy.
So, yes, it's called butt drugs, not far from where JT lives. So, Hidden Nature says, "Someone bitch slap him, please." Listen, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, but, and I stress the but on this one, he is quoted as saying, "You watch comedies nowadays and you're like, this is not an effing comedy. Where are the jokes? Where are the bits? There's still good comedy shows, but movie comedy, it's hard." Okay. Not wrong. Not wrong. And then he says, "My theory, I think Marvel ruined it. I feel like superhero movies ruined comedies because you go to the theater and you expect to watch something that costs $200 million to make, and comedy movies aren't that. So you're like, why would I spend the same amount of money to go watch a little comedy in the theater if I can spend that and watch something that is worth $200 million? And then they still make those movies kind of funny, like, oh my God, is that raccoon talking? This is hilarious," which it is, but it's not real comedy. So,
Well, and here's my thing, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When you go to the movie theater and you're going to the movie theater to watch an Avengers movie,
Yes.
okay? You know, you're going in to see an action film
Yes.
with a funny spot here, a funny spot there, a good joke there,
Yes.
right? Okay. Now, when you go to the movie theater to watch, oh, say, Fluffy,
Yep.
or, you know, brain cramp, holy shit, Eddie Murphy movie or some shit like that, there, you know, you're going to see a comedy.
Yes.
Here's the problem, Mr. Divine or Devine or whatever the frick your name is. Nobody's making comedy movies anymore.
Well, he
Plain and
goes,
simple.
He goes on to say that every studio used to put out several comedies a year. There are about 45 comedies in the theater per year. So every week or so, there's a new comedy in the theaters. Last year, there was about 6 or 7. It's crazy. So let me just tackle that. We're still trying to get past the whole pandemic. Okay?
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, the pandemic kind of needed to happen for Hollywood. Because, no joke, yes, there are 45 new comedies in the theater per year. 45 in a 12-month span. Most of those comedies suck. They suck. They're not well written. And this is nothing against the writers. Nothing against the writers. The writers are talented, okay? It's the delivery of the jokes. It's how it's forced upon you. You have to laugh all the time. No. The good
Here's the other problem. They're
comedies-
trying to write freaking jokes that aren't going to piss off the cancel culture people. Screw them.
Right. Well, and that's another issue. That's another issue entirely. But at the same time, okay, and this is, you can track this shit. You can track this shit, okay? The fact of the matter is this, and I'm going to prove my point now. Ghostbusters. And everybody's like, ooh, Ghostbusters, Halloween, No. Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is not a comedy.
No.
But it is. Ghostbusters
Funny
is
as hell.
when Ghostbusters was first released, it was actually a paranormal thriller with comedic elements to it. Today, it's now labeled as a comedy. But the difference between the Ghostbusters of 2016 and the Ghostbusters of 84, 85 is the delivery and the timing of the jokes, the improv,
They try too
raw,
hard.
the raw talent. And again, this is nothing against the talent who are in these films. Nothing to do with that. You watch Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2016 Answer the Call side by side. I guarantee you there are going to be more forced jokes in that film than there is in the original Ghostbusters. The funny things happen when it happens. And it just happens naturally. That is the problem with comedies today. It's all forced. All forced.
Well, and you know, back in the 80s, like you were talking about when the original Ghostbusters and stuff came out, the script was written, but it was written loosely.
Yes.
As far as what was said.
Yes.
Because the writers knew that the group of actors that they had doing this were the ultimate in improv, They could take a line that it's the worst line that you could say at that time and improv a line that's going to make it the best scene of the freaking movie.
Yes, absolutely. Now,
they can't do that these days.
No, they can't. Now, T-Dog makes a very good point. A little bit earlier, he said he will pay money to go and see a Mel Brooks movie any day. Right there with you. The problem now is a lot of Mel Brooks shit would never even make it to the screen.
Yep. And again, I say, screw the cancel culture people.
Which is why History of the World Part 2 was released on Hulu as a Hulu exclusive. Have I watched it yet? No, it's in my queue. I need to. Just because it's Mel Brooks. But Robin Hood Men in Tights, Spaceballs, Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein. These are all parody movies. That is different than what Adam Devine is talking about right here. Okay.
Well, even the old Naked Gun movies.
Again, a parody movie.
Mm-hmm.
But those type of jokes, like Airplane.
Oh, God.
Those type of movies, they were, quote, taking it serious, and the jokes just flowed.
Yep.
You had ribs, you had ad-libs, you were able to have the actors be who they needed to be, and just boom, out comes the line. Okay? T-Dog says, why does Quentin Tarantino get away with everything? Because it's Quentin Tarantino.
And he don't care.
He doesn't care. And to be honest, he's almost done with films. He's almost done directing and writing. He's at that point. I think he's got like one more movie to do. Okay?
No, he's been around for a while. He could probably call it quits.
But Mel Brooks is the same way. Mel Brooks, I guarantee you, Blazing Saddles would not be made today. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. That it would not be made today.
So Ian asked the question, do either of you know of the Canadian philosopher Marshall McLuhan?
No.
Never heard of him.
You know what? I might, but I doubt it.
Right.
I can't neither confirm nor deny.
Neil says, speaking of comedy, Fluffy was funny as hell on Saturday night.
Did you get to meet him after the show? That's important. Did you get to meet him after the show? Because he's a nice guy. I have pictures. I've met him. Nice guy. Okay. But that's the biggest issue. Okay. And not only that, what people think are comedies are horrible.
Mm-hmm.
They're horrible. Yes, a lot of the comedies out there now are funny. There are some funny ones out there. But all in all, like a good example, his last movie that he did was The Outlaws, that was out on Netflix. Okay. Had him, Pierce Brosnan, had, what's her face from, The Vampire Diaries. I forget her name. I think it's Nina Dobrev. Had her. It had funny parts to it. But it was all forced comedy. Like, you could see the jokes coming, you know? Koshiri says, don't hate me. I don't like and can't watch Dumb and Dumber. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. Dumb and Dumber.
I'm in that car with you.
Dumb and Dumber. Obviously, you know, JT's right there with you. It's not for him. Dumb and Dumber was written specifically for that type of stuff. And you're either going to laugh or you're not. To be honest, and don't get me wrong, I love Jim Carrey. I do. I love Jim Carrey. I love his comedy. I love his movies. I love his acting. Jeff Daniels, on the other hand, proved himself to be funnier than Jim Carrey in those movies. And he is a serious actor that could do comedy. The problem was he was being typecast in all these serious roles, but he wanted to do Dumb and Dumber specifically to show the people that he could do that stuff. Okay?
See, and that's the thing. A lot of actors these days get pigeonholed like that.
Yep.
Like what happened to him, and then they go and do an offbeat role to what they're pigeonholed in,
Yeah.
and everybody's like, "Oh, I think he's ruined his career." No, actually, it ended up making his career better.
Yes. Big Tank says that Adam Devine is not funny. His movies are too forced, and his stand-up is way below par for comedy specials. I can't disagree with you on that. I can't.
Say that again?
I can't disagree with him on that.
No.
And like I said, it's nothing against him. But it all comes down to the writing, the directing style, and the portrayal. The portrayal of the character that just does these things. Okay? Robin Williams is a perfect example of one of those actors that was able to do anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
True comedy just comes naturally. It's you don't think about it. It's like me and you. We don't think about things. We say what comes to our head.
We just do it. And if the joke happens to be funny, it's funny. If it's not,
we get a car crash.
You get the car crash.
Or a shotgun blast.
Or the shotgun. You get them. That's the thing. And we've done it a lot.
Yes. Real quick, want to say hi to our good friend from across the Canadian border, the other way, the queen of the crochet needle, the one and only Carol herself. She just joined us. Carol,
Yay.
Great to have you along with us. And T-Dog says, what about the National Lampoon stuff?
So, you know what? Even National Lampoons, and don't get me wrong, I love a lot of their movies. I do.
Okay.
I love National Lampoon's Vacation. I love Christmas Vacation. There are a lot of other movies that I do like. Animal House is one of them. But again, look at the way they're filmed. Look at the way they're written. Yeah. What's funny?
Cochetti says, like me, sitting in the waiting room with a 13 and 14-year-old, joking about how if I get a fake eye, I can use it in a costume for Halloween. Improv, spur of the moment, just natural thought. Whatever pops in your head, that's what comes out.
Yeah.
Of course, that's why she's in the ER, too. So.
Yes, also true. Hidden Nature, Uncle Buck. Love Uncle Buck. I absolutely love Uncle Buck. John Candy, the way he was in films, and he's got a lot of underrated films, amazing. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is probably one of my favorite Thanksgiving movies. Not a lot of people know that Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a Thanksgiving movie, but it is. They're going home for Thanksgiving. But the twist is at the end when you find certain things out about John Candy's character. And not for nothing, Steve Martin was amazing in that. Stripes, that's another great movie. Stripes is phenomenal. But again, look who's in it. Look who's in it. Those are the guys that, and girls that could go in, take the role, and run with it. And if they messed up their lines and they ad-libbed because they forgot, it went with the story and it worked out perfect for them. That is what comedy movies are really about. Okay? Marvel movies have comedic elements in them.
Yeah, but they're not comedies.
They're not comedies.
So you need to know what the hell you're talking about before you shoot your freaking mouth off.
But
Adam.
But again, and I will say this. It's nothing against him as an actor. He makes more money than I do, which I don't give a shit about. He's just a regular guy to me. Just like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a regular guy to me. I don't care how much money you make. You're still a human being.
Although I wouldn't mind if they, crisscrossed our bank account numbers.
Oh, absolutely not. I wouldn't mind that at all. I'm just saying, I mean,
he wouldn't miss a couple $1 million missing,
No, not at all. But like Big Tank says, National Lampoons are only funny when they actually have Hollywood behind them. All the others that are direct to video, they're not funny and do not have the backing to get the funding. No, and it's forced comedy. It's forced comedy. Okay. Another good example, A Christmas Story. Now, some people don't like A Christmas Story. That's fine. It's not for everybody. I happen to love A Christmas Story. But did you know they made it?
I like it. I like it, but it's not one of those things where if I miss it, I'm going to cry.
Right. I mean, for me, I have to watch it every year on Christmas Eve. I have to. It's a tradition. I've been doing this for years with A Christmas Story. I watch that and A Muppet's Christmas Carol. Okay? Love Muppet's Christmas Carol. But A Christmas Story, I love. I just, the shit that goes on in that film, again, very well written. It's funny for the time. It aged perfectly because of when it takes place. Right. But they also had A Christmas Story 2, which was direct to video. And it was horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Which is why they sent it straight to video.
But A Christmas Story Christmas, which came out, last year, I think it was, on HBO Max, available for streaming, download, and all of that, had the original, as many as the original actors as possible that were still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a great sequel that they tied together with the first movie. And it worked. It worked.
I think they should always take the second one, throw it out, and go with the third one.
Yeah.
Because the second one always seems to be a bust.
In this case, yes, because it was the way to do it properly. But again, a great comedy movie. Okay. Let's see. Big Tank says, I read the other day that Malik Yoba said one thing he remembers John Candy saying while filming Cool Runnings. Candy said he never took vacations because he was afraid that the public would forget him. It was the curse of being an overweight comedian. Look at Farley. Okay.
I disagree with that, but I can see why he would think that way.
Yes.
You know, I can see why that would be a fear in the back of his mind, but I disagree with that. But
I don't think you can compare the way John Candy lived and the way Chris Farley lived. Yes, in a lot of ways, John Candy was one of Chris Farley's idols. So was John Belushi, but he more took toward the side of John Belushi than John Candy. Okay? And don't get me wrong, Chris Farley was absolutely hysterical.
That's what T-Dog just said. He said, oh my God, Chris Farley's so funny.
But again, comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the comedies that they've done. Those were the guys, you had you're not ready for primetime players for the SNL. And then you had the 90s cast of SNL. Now look at SNL.
Ew.
How many of them are making an impact in film and television right now? Not many. Not many.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Forced comedy. Forced comedy. And I will beat that until it's a dead horse. Forced comedy.
Well, and I think part of the problem is, you know, not everybody, but I would say probably 95% of the actors, especially comedy actors, especially ones that go out and do live shows, are terrified. They're terrified of cancel culture. Here's the thing.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that.
Cancel culture ducks and runs when you stand up to it. When you look cancel culture people in the face and you say, look, it's a freaking joke.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to say that.
You shouldn't have to, but with the assholes these days, you have to. It's like you should never have to explain a joke.
No.
Okay? Jokes are just supposed to make you go, I get that.
That's
and
funny.
you keep going. If you have to explain a joke, it ruins the joke.
That's a funny joke right there, yeah.
I sat, and I will be completely honest. I sat there for a little while, and I was very careful with things that I said.
Yes.
On the show. And I think people picked up on it.
Yep.
And I got to a point where I was like, you know what? Because I was worried about that. What if the wrong person happens to hear this, or somebody sends it to them, and they come after us?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that to the show.
They can come after us all they want.
Exactly.
I'm not going to give a shit.
It's not like we have anything they can take from us.
I really don't care.
Well, and that's just it. Is I find it because when we started this out, that's the attitude that I had and you had and we had, and it was great. Yeah. And I got away from that for a long time because I was worried about cancel culture, and I even talked to Kay about it. And finally, one day I just sat there and I says, you know what?
Screw it.
I'm not having as much fun doing the show because of how much I worry about what I say.
And my thing is, and just to back you up on this one, because you were all, and we've talked about this at length over the last 15 years that we've been doing the show.
Oh yeah.
At least
multiple times.
I flat out said, listen, I keep the show PG-13. I don't care what you say.
Right.
We don't talk about religion. We don't talk about politics.
Right. Very rarely. Every now and then we'll get into a subject that, just for a few minutes, but that usually leads to a rant.
Yes.
Okay. But, and I don't care what folks say. I am the original ranter.
You are. I am. But
I started the rants on the show.
The other part of that was the reason we keep it PG-13 is because you just never know who's watching. And when it comes to the internet, you never know who's watching. You don't. You don't know who's watching. Okay?
And, we do go off on our tangents.
We do.
That are
we're doing right now.
That short of triple X.
Right. But it's
but we managed to pull it back in and pardon the pun.
Right.
But we managed to bring it back in, and I finally got back, and I'm totally honest with you. It was about 8 weeks ago. About 10 weeks ago. I finally said, you know what? Screw it. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Because I got to the point where I really wasn't having fun doing the Sully show. I was still enjoyed it. I missed it when I wasn't able to do it, but I wasn't having fun.
Right.
I'm back to having fun now. So all you cancel culture people can kiss my non-hairy white ass. Just let me know when you're going to do it so I can make sure I take a shit and not wipe. She's about as innocent as my ass is not hairy. Bingo.
I mean, hidden nature brings us into the shower with her, for God's sakes.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what. And I think you can attest to this because I think you were there. You were listening on the Shout Out with JT show when she took me into the shower with her.
Yes. I
not the first time. By the way, nice new shower curtain there.
Yeah. But in the long run, long run, that's the problem with Hollywood right now is the cancel culture. They're so worried about offending people. And I'm sorry, but you know what? Life is tough. Get over it. Move on. People are going to offend others.
A lot of them need to adapt Chappelle's attitude.
Oh my gosh, Chappelle is amazing.
I don't care if it pisses you off.
I don't.
I don't care if it upsets you. It's a freaking joke.
Allow me to refer to the wonderful wise words that I've heard growing up from my older brother. Go cry me a river.
Right?
Get over it.
And make it a deep one.
Listen, this is a PSA. This is a PSA right now. PSA from Sully. Your life will be a lot happier and easier if you just worry about your frickin' self. Done.
The
Worry
world's
about yourself.
problems are not your problem.
Nope.
Whatever part of the world's problem comes in and starts to affect you, you deal with it then.
I'm offended. Yeah, well, get over it. Wah. Wah.
Here's a freaking Kleenex.
Moving on.
I stopped myself from doing it for the last 10 minutes and it slipped.
Yeah. I mean, you did pretty good. I did say clip that, so we're
yeah,
good.
you were sitting there going, you were probably sitting there in the back of your head going,
I was
he's
waiting.
Gonna slip.
I was
He's
waiting.
gonna slip.
had
And you
the
were just
button-
waiting for that button.
I had the button queued up and everything.
Micaiah says, keep your abnormally large nose out of other people's business.
Right?
Exactly.
Right? Speaking of other
Exactly.
business, we're gonna shift
Nose isn't
gears.
that big. Is it?
Let's see. Captain Country says, "What do you think of the world's problems? This is a large piece of mistletoe hanging off the back of my jeans." That's Listen, the world's screwed up to begin with. We're just along for the ride to watch the shit show, and it's not getting any better.
That was beautiful, Neil. That
Clearly.
was beautiful.
So, but before we go any further, because I didn't do this at the beginning of the show, I still don't have a stinger from Western Echo, and I'm sure he's going to message me saying life got in the way. I understand. You're on the plan that I was on, that I'm still on because I'm still working on things, but we do have to do our new bit, which is the useless knowledge for today. This is coming straight from the Book of Useless Information, written by Noel Botham and the Useless Information Society. I will plug the living hell out of them. I do not make money off of this. Just letting you know, I think this is a great book, and I do read it constantly. And there's JT with his kitty cam. But last week we chose 2 pages. We had page 111 and we had page 101. Those were the 2 pages. And this week we're going to use page 101 because I said that's what we would do. And there's 3 different options. So for those that are watching, 3 different options. We have measuring up, keeping it cool, or home decor. Measuring up, keeping your cool, and home decor. So we need to pick which one we're going to get our useless knowledge from today. Because you know what? It's useless knowledge, and knowing is half the battle. Okay? So, measuring up, keeping your cool, or home decor.
Home decor, there's a dozen plus shows on TV about home decor, so I'm not going to go with that one. Measuring up, I'm just too many bad pictures popping into my head when I think of those words.
Okay.
So I think personally I'm gonna go with keeping your cool.
Okay. Keeping your cool. So we got 3 for keeping your cool. We got 1 for home decor and 1 for measuring up. So get it in now, folks, because I'm going to read it. Right now, keeping your cool is outnumbering everybody. So again, the categories are measuring up, keeping your cool, or home decor. You can read that one.
No, that's okay. I'll pass.
You can read that
The
one.
masses do not need to know that, okay?
Well, the good thing
They really
is
don't.
for anybody who's watching on stream, you can see it right down at the bottom of the chat box there. Mr. Bunky is saying number 1, so we've got 2 for measuring up, 3 for keeping your cool, and 1 for home decor. So,
And hi to Mr. Bunky. He slipped in the room just a few seconds ago.
Bunky, what up? How you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. So, all right. I'm going to give you guys 30 more seconds. Measuring up, keeping your cool, home decor. So far, it's looking like keeping your cool is going to be winning. And JT's doing the countdown here. So, we got 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. Measuring up,
13.
keeping your cool, home decor. And I think
10
keeping
seconds.
your cool is going to be a good one. Because I did not know that. Hidden
5
Nature
seconds.
says measuring up. So we've got 2 for measuring up, 3 for home
Time.
decor. No, 3. So we've got 3 for measuring up, 3 for keeping your cool, and 1 for home decor.
Give him a double dip tonight.
All right, double dip tonight. We'll do a double dip. So we'll call it a tie. So the first one with measuring up, the diameter of the wire in a standard paper clip is 1 millimeter, or about 0.04 inches. That's just the first part. The second part, aluminum is strong enough to support 90,000 pounds per square inch.
Aluminum or aluminum?
Aluminum. Like aluminum foil. Aluminum is strong enough to support 90,000 pounds per square inch.
Not the shit you get from the store.
Now, for keeping your cool, since we had a tie, rubber bands last longer when refrigerated.
Really?
Yes. But that's
See, now
not
that's
all.
actually interesting.
That's not all. Some Eskimos have been known to use refrigerators to keep their food from freezing.
So yeah, 3 out of the 4, yeah, I would say were definitely wordless.
I mean, it makes sense.
It does. It does.
It makes sense. They are lead lined products, so yeah.
No.
Some Eskimos have been known to use refrigerators to keep their food from freezing. Amazing. Amazing.
Captain Country says that would make sense with elastic bands
Oh, it's
or
true.
rubber bands.
It's true. I mean,
I would think that would make them harder.
Well, yeah, but they last longer, is what they're saying. So if you freeze them, you put them in a refrigerator and keep them cool. What happens to elastic when you cool it? And then you take it out and you use it, and you can put it back in and do what you need to do. So yeah, I could see that. So we did measuring up and keeping your cool.
Personally, for me, you'll never, you're not going to find rubber bands in my refrigerator. So
Me either. Listen, you're lucky if you can find rubber bands around the house.
right.
I have a 7-year-old. Enough said. So
Even
that,
though
my
you have
friends,
a drawer specifically designated for rubber bands,
yeah,
they're never in there.
that, my friends, is today's useless information from the Useless Information book, written by Noel Botham and the Useless Information Society. I will, like I said, I will plug this book and all of their sequels all day. I want to get them all because funny shit. Funny shit. I love it. All right, let's see. It's 8:53, so we've got a few more minutes, but we do have to get ready to take a break. When we come back, we have the world record story for today.
Yes.
We also have the I Can't Believe I Read That for today, which, for everybody out there, this week's I Can't Believe I Read That was all of it provided to us by none other than Lady Death. Every single article she supplied. And there's some good ones, not going to lie. And then, of course, after that, we've got the dumbass of the week, which is going to be amazing because not only was it supplied to us by Big Tank a day, I think it was a day after it happened, but It's also supplied by me because, yeah, there's a reason. There's a reason. So obviously I'm going to give credit where credit is due to Big Tank because he did send me the article, but there's more to it than that. So if you like what we do, make sure you click the follow and the subscribe button. When you do that, make sure you hit the bell to be notified every single time that we go live. It doesn't matter when it is, you'll be notified. It'll be like, hey, Sully's live on Accidental Punch. Yeah, we are. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Even if I do gameplay streams, you'll be notified. Also, if you like what we do, there's 4 different ways that you can subscribe to our channel. There's $4.99, $9.99, and $24.99. That will get rid of all the ads that you may see and open up some emotes for you. But if you are an Amazon Prime user, you can link your Amazon Prime account with your Twitch Prime and subscribe for free for 30 days. That simple, that easy. I use it all the time with some of our viewers that come back and watch the show, and I support them on their streams. It's so cool to do it, and it gets rid of the ads. Also, Big Tank says, yeah, my gameplay is about once every quarter. Listen, it's when I'm free. Sorry, that's the way it works. Otherwise, I'm playing upstairs alone. Just putting it out there. But if you also want to help support the channel, you can help us out by donating to our tip jar. That's right, we have a tip jar. If you go to twitch.tv/accidentalpunch, click on the tip jar link, it'll bring you right there. You can tip anything that you want, especially if you like what we're doing. But again, it's not necessary. We're not going to force you to do it. If you're going to do it, thank you. We appreciate it, especially because it lets JT and myself go past the PG-13 rating and drop some F-bombs if we wanted to.
Now, Big Tank Gus says no. He says he didn't mean it as a diss or anything like that.
Oh, yeah, no, I know that. And, I'm just saying.
And I want to say welcome back to Cochetti. She is back. She was getting her eye checked with a black light.
Oh, yay. Hopefully it's not as bad. Lady Death says that she hasn't spent a penny subscribing that way 50 plus months through Amazon Prime, and I thank you every single time you do it, which is awesome. Will's another one that did his through Twitch Prime as well. So again, thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for spreading the word, posting links, and all of that good stuff. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have the show that we have today. With that being said, we're going to take a break. And the reason we're going to take a break is because I'm pretty sure an ad break will be coming up in probably about a minute or so, which means anything that I show in between is going to get all fucked up. Right. Because that's what happens. But keep it locked in. You are listening and watching The Sully Show right here on Accidental Punch TV. We will be right back. Oh, yes, it's a threat and a promise. We'll be right back.
VGD specializes in making your memories come to life. Memorabilia from your time in the military, law enforcement, the medical field, or maybe about your own home business. We can get you squared away. Check us out. Reach out to us at VGDshop.com or on Facebook at Facebook.com/VeteranGardenDeco and hang some VGD on your wall today.
When I served, my work was critical, and I don't feel like that's the case anymore.
I lost all of my friends when I got out. Had to start my whole life over.
I didn't know what to do each day. Then my marriage hit a real rough patch.
It got so bad that I was even thinking about suicide. I called the Veterans Crisis Line. I tell my buddies to call in case they ever need it.
When I retired, things slowed way down, and lots of bad memories came back. I still go through tough times, but I'm glad I called.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
The person on the other end of the line isn't going to judge. Lots of responders are veterans too.
We all need to take care of ourselves. If you're going through a rough time, call the Veterans Crisis Line.
He wakes up present day. He's in the bantha pod. Not the bantha pod. Wow, holy crap.
Taking higher than recommended doses of the common over-the-counter allergy medicine, diphenhydramine.
This dick is definitely...
Defaming.
Wow, holy crap.
I'm looking forward to this, but at the same time, I'm not.
Same what?
At the same time, I'm not.
Not only did he file a false claim, wow, holy shit.
The rogue beautician peels the buttery or the beauty batter.
That is art. That is art. Wow, art. What the fuck?
Off of the subject's face in one piece.
Xylophago. Have you ever been browsing the interwebs and you found that one video or article where you say to yourself, you know, that person's a real complete and total dumbass? Well, if you have, we want it! You can send it to us to accidentalpunch@gmail.com with the subject line, Dumbass of the Week. Tell us who you are, put the link to the video or article right there in the body, and send it on in. If you don't want to do that, make sure to join our Discord channel. If you click on the link when you're in our Twitch chat, you can join for free. And you can post that video or article right in our Dumbass of the Week channel. The Dumbass of the Week every Tuesday right here on Accidental Punch TV and The Sully Show. Join the awesomeness. You know you wanna.
And a possible accomplice. Accomplish? Jeez.
Wow. Kay said he was originally intended to bounce a full 13 miles down the filed coast.
Yes, in Georgia, a Georgia man was alleged. The
original Matrix is now a cinematic classic. It is very much a cinematic. Wow. Holy shit.
Notes that Black Freemasonry founder Prince Hall, Old North.
Over the last couple of weeks, there's been wow, holy shit. Drought. You are watching and listening to The Sully Show right here on Accidental Punch TV. Wow. Boo! Boo! We're back. Hi! Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm back. JT's back too. A little bit of Twisted Sister to come back to.
Oh, yeah.
Sammy's got no hair. Sammy still has ads. Dude, didn't you subscribe to the channel? Why are you getting ads?
Good question.
I'm pretty sure he subscribed to the channel like an hour ago. Refresh your feed, dude. Oh. I'm like, wait a minute. Listen, I have no control over the ads. I just know when we come back, I got to do it.
He gets the little notification thingy.
Oh, good. Well, someone's got to do it. I really should pay attention to that, I guess.
It would help.
I wonder if I can do that as a panel in OBS. I'll have to check that out. That way I can, do what I need to. Oh, he snoozes them also. Thank you, sir.
I've done it before.
Well, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was happening in the background, so thank you.
Sometimes it gives you the option and sometimes it doesn't.
Well, I mean, I know the moderators can do that, so I don't pay attention. I'm sorry. I'm paying attention to everything else. can't help it. But then again, if Sammy was actually like if I had a full on studio here, that's probably what he would be doing anyway. He'd be helping out.
Probably, yeah.
So again, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you. Because I know I get those notifications. I don't see them in OBS. So I'm wondering if that's just something I got to turn on. Maybe. I don't know. He says, that way if you get busy in a story, we can snooze it to let you finish. Oh, thanks. But I think there's like a time limit too. So, and we do try to keep it at the 9 o'clock range with the ads. That's why, when I go live, I think it's a 2-minute feed before I hit the intro, and I try to go live before 8 o'clock. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but it's all good. It's all good in the hood. That's what it is. It's all good in the hood. So let's get down to it. We got a lot to do. Very little time to do it because obviously we just did a wonderful first hour. And I'm going to turn everything over to JT now because JT has a brand new world record story.
Yes, I do.
Don't ya?
Yes, I do.
Don't ya?
Yes, I do.
And let me tell ya, I'm pretty sure there's video of this. So, yeah.
Oh, there is. The link has the video.
And I think this actually has sound too.
It does. It's just him explaining what, the differences and stuff. But let's do it this way. Week number 69, the 69th week in a row of a live show.
Yay.
Having a world record story in the show.
Whoop, whoop.
So, as long as I've made anything last. This week is a really, really neat story. We love when people invent things.
Yes.
Create things in order to break previous world records and or set new world records that were, that there wasn't one before.
Very true. Very true.
And, some of our favorite things are Legos. We love Legos.
They're so cute.
Which, by the way, Prime Days has some really cool deals on Lego sets.
They really do.
If you haven't looked at them.
I might have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But another thing that we love, or maybe not love, but really, really enjoy, is Nerf.
Yes.
Now, when I grew up, all Nerf made was 10 Commandment tablets.
Yep.
So that way we could throw them at each other and not hurt each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And eventually they came out with footballs.
Football!
Well, Nerf has gone a long way from the good old-fashioned Nerf football. And I was so happy as a kid, even though I knew I would never get one. And all I'll say is, your parents. I was very, very happy when they started getting involved in the Nerf guns.
Okay.
And, of course, the first Nerf gun is a single shot, and then you had to cock it again. And
yes.
You shoot it again, and you cock it, shot it. Just like the old 6-shooters, Well, we have an awesome video of a gentleman by the name of Thomas Bush.
Ooh.
Yes, as in Bush beer.
Yay.
As far as the spelling goes. And he is out of Germany. And he has created a new gun. Really, really cool video that we want to check out. And then I'll give you some more details after the video's over.
Yeah. Check this out. I'll just go a little closer here and zoom in. Check this out. This is great stuff. This is great stuff. Oh.
This is a stand-up blaster. And this is a stand-up blaster that's just huge. And this is my blaster.
Damn.
Hi there. I built my second minigun. It took me the last couple of months building this and especially improving it. You can open this latch here and there's some mechanics inside. He broke something and this kind of started the issues. So first on this, the mechanics are now so tough you cannot break them anymore. Also, I make in general the linker part a lot more robust.
That's gonna hurt.
Freaking thing is amazing. I want
And
one.
I moved the motor from this secondary shaft to the main shaft where also the most power is consumed. I'm pretty sure now it's really robust to at least 50 darts per second to fire without problems.
I want that.
Wait, he's just blowing that tic-tac-toe thing away. I love how all the clips and everything just gather at his feet.
Yeah. Holy mother of Jesus.
Moses? Holy Mother of Moses, like the song says?
Sure. I mean, look at that.
But yes, that is...
But I've also done about this motor. It's like a bigger one. It has a different gear ratio.
What?
And now the motor is capable of doing like 100 darts per second.
100 darts per second.
100 darts per second, folks. Imagine that. Okay. So Mr. Thomas Bush is an ingenious engineer and obviously has created a new Nerf-style minigun capable of shooting a whopping 684 darts a minute.
What?
684 darts a minute. It says that's over 11
shit.
per second. Over 11 per second. It's been dubbed the Moab, the mother of all blasters.
Yeah.
And it has, you think? And it has set a world record for the fastest motorized foam dart gun fire rate.
Oof.
Try that again. The fastest motorized foam dart gun fire rate.
Dude, wait a minute. I just got to, just with this picture, look what it did to the leaf.
Yep.
Look what it did here. Holy crap.
Pour that thing up.
And there's more over here.
Well, and it says that the darts fly at a speed of 20 meters a second or 44.7 miles per hour. Which,
want one.
Amazingly enough, is roughly the same speed as a standard Nerf blaster.
I want one.
Me too. The Moab's rate of fire is much faster. Quote, it does hurt a bit, Thomas admits.
Yeah, no kidding.
Quote, a lot of people modify and tune their Nerf blaster, and there are over 1,000 different models available. I always wondered why nobody has ever built a Nerf blaster which uses Gatlin mechanics, because it would allow a, quote, way higher fire rate.
Yeah.
So I decided to build my own.
You know what? Nope.
I love it. Thomas was confident that he could construct a blaster with a fire rate higher than any other, so he decided to prove it by setting a world record.
That's insane.
It is. According to Kosheri, she says that he is making a 3D print download for free so that people can make their own.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is it really bad that I want to have a Nerf war now?
Yeah, check this out, though. After setting a record with the Moab, Thomas has already created an improved version, enhancing its durability and fire rate. He strategically relocated the motor in the main shaft where it can harness the most power, and he believes that the blaster is now robust enough to fire at least 50 darts per second. Thomas has also developed a slightly larger motor with a different gear ratio, which he says has the potential to achieve an astonishing 100 darts per second. Thomas plans to break his own record with the upgraded Moab in the near future, and he hopes that his current record will motivate other hobbyists to, quote, build even better blasters to break his record. Quote, I'm overwhelmed by how many people are interested in this over-engineered monstrosity.
Yeah.
I really like it a lot, and it's nice to see other people enjoy it too. I must say, firing it is even more fun.
Dude, I just came up with a short story idea. This would be phenomenal. I gotta get that gun.
Mr. Thomas Bush, special request from the Sully show.
We need two.
Could we borrow that from you?
Could you imagine little Jedi holding
we'll
that?
Give it back.
Could you imagine little Jedi holding that? That thing's bigger than her.
I think it would knock her on her ass.
That's the whole point.
I mean, you watched him in the video while he was firing that thing.
Oh my!
It was pushing him backwards,
dude. That's the whole point. That would be comedy gold right there. Big giant gun. Go to shoot it.
A whole lot of mattresses and padding and cushions and shit for her to land on.
I've got pillows.
But it would be awesome.
Right? It'd be so awesome. I want one. Oh my God, I want one so bad.
Yeah. I can't argue with you on that one.
Could you imagine dude, we could have a Nerf war. Not even a battle, a war.
A Nerf war from hell.
I could leave notes to people like, hey, listen, here's your weapon. Come at me, bro.
Right. But give him one of them little single blasters or something.
You know what? This guy deserves an applause.
Yes, definitely.
Kudos to you, dude. Kudos
yes. So there you go, folks. 69 live shows in a row with some kind of a really cool world record story for you. And so far, this, other than the 104-year-old granny parachuting, this is one of my favorite stories.
I love it. Koshiri says Warhammer in real life, and Lady Death says I will fly to Connecticut for that Nerf war.
Nikaya, can you pay for my ticket too?
Why not? I think it would be amazing.
Oh man, that would be crazy.
Could you? That would.
Who's got 3D printers?
I may know a few people who actually have 3D printers. I would love to get one, by the way.
Oh man,
you know how
I would
much
love to have a 3D
those things go for a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want to donate
quality
to this
ones
show?
Anyway?
Anybody want to donate to this show so I can get a 3D printer and make one?
Koshiri says that they do. They probably already have them downloaded and have started building theirs.
Oh, I'm sure she can't wait for that.
Well, another good reason to put your eye out.
Right? You'll shoot your eye out.
At damn near 45-mile-an-hour flight speed, if it don't put your eye out, it'll at least give you a good black eye.
Yes. Lady Death says, okay, I'll drive and grab you on the way. You can lay back in the back seat and stretch out.
Of course, he says, well, maybe 3 hours to go.
All right, why not? Why not?
Oh, my God.
I want one of those so bad.
Oh, I do too. That would be friggin'. Can you imagine how much Echo would be geeking out right now?
Where is he?
I don't know. I hate this. I can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth. But I actually kind of miss the guy.
I think he's actually traveling for work. I'm not sure. Normally he's like, hey, I'm here. I'm here. We didn't even get
I think
him
he would
drunk.
have. I don't think he would have even done a shot to the story because it was so cool.
Yeah, right? That's like totally worth it.
Right?
Totally worth it. All right. Well,
That was awesome. That was awesome. Yes.
I want
one.
I want one so bad. I really do.
I would love to have one donated to me.
Could you
at any time.
Could you imagine? Oh, that's like the perfect. I've got a short comedy right there. Not even a comedy. I've got a short war story right there. Kids at war, putting on the camouflage and Nerf guns. I can even see the slow motion of the video going. This kid comes out with this gun, starts shooting it at full speed. You slow it down, and of course the other one is another kid just getting battered and beaten with these darts, and boom, down on the ground. Perfect for it. Absolutely perfect. Coining it, gonna copyright it, gonna make it. I want that gun. I need it. Big Tank, as per K, JT is not allowed to get one until she has hers first. Why can't they both get it at the same time?
Mine. Should just confiscate mine if I get mine first.
But why can't you just both have one at the same time? It'll make it even better.
No.
Yeah.
Got to have the upper hand in war.
Well, yeah, you have the white one. She's got the green one. There you go.
No. I want the green one.
Yeah, but that's the one where the motor's on the sides, not in the back. You want the one in the back.
No.
Yeah, because it's
the green one. The green one is the more updated.
No, that's not what they said. It was the white one.
Earlier generation.
It was the white one. Lady Death, Battle of the Fittest.
Battle of who can hide better.
I've always loved the idea of having Nerf wars. Always, even when I was younger. Obviously they don't have, when we were growing up, they didn't have the Nerf guns that they have now. But I've always loved seeing the videos on YouTube, TikTok, and all of them where families leave notes out for their other family members and like, hey, here's your weapon, come find me. You winner gets to choose dinner, loser has to cook. Why not? I think it's a great idea. That's just me. All right. We're going to move on, and we are going to do this. It's time for I Can't Believe I Read That! That's right. Time for I Can't Believe I Read That, where we take 5 news articles from the good old interwebs, and, well, we bring them to your attention. Because, to be honest, you need to know about them. You need to know what's going on out in the world today, especially with some of these people. If you have an article or a video, you want to send it to us, by all means, please do so. accidentalpunch@gmail.com, or you can post it in our I Can't Believe I Read That Discord channel. Real simple, real easy, and it is free, people. It is free to download Discord. Hell, JT even messaged me from Discord yesterday. No, not yesterday, Sunday. Messaged me from JT is starting to use Discord, people. JT.
I messaged him about these.
Yeah, he did. The lights and everything. Of course, I responded to him, but I was also, in a movie. So, it
2 days later.
No, I responded right away. Thank you very much. I told you I was bringing the little one to see the Paw Patrol movie. And it was actually pretty decent. But we've got 5 wonderful articles, and let's get do it. Do it? Yeah, let's get do it. Yep. Let's get do it.
Clippity, clippity, clip, 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 clip.
Yep. That's how we roll, folks. Well, this week, like I said earlier, every single article in the I Can't Believe I Read That was provided by Lady Death herself. Every single one of them. They are that damn good. Okay? That damn good. It's wonderful, folks. Yes, I did that on purpose, so Western Echo could be like, stop saying wonderful, just to see if he would actually be here. But he'll get to it. So this one, this one doesn't even take place here in the United States.
Nice.
Yep. Not in the United States at all. This one takes place overseas.
Ooh.
And it involves a car.
They do have those over there.
They do. They do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They do have those.
Wow. You can attest to that.
Something was captured on a traffic camera.
Oh, boy.
Yep. A dog driving a car and speeding. There is the picture right there, folks.
Nice.
A Slovakian man was fined when traffic cameras captured his dog happily behind the wheel of his car, driving over the speed limit.
Go figure. It looks like a black lab, too.
Slovakian police had some fun sharing the news of their interaction with the driving pooch and its irresponsible behavior. Mr. Dog, you exceeded the speed in the village. Your driving documents are here, said the law enforcement agency. Please, I don't have, barked the dog. Well, you'll pay extra for that. So they were having a grand old time with a made-up conversation. The pup was traveling 6.8 miles per hour over the speed limit. Over the speed limit. The Facebook post said the officers couldn't believe themselves when the photo popped up on the police radar showing the dog with no human in sight. Instead of a photo of the driver, a brown hunting dog was smiling beautifully into the camera, obediently sitting behind the wheel. This is why we do our show, folks.
I wonder if he had woof of insurance.
Oh, fail.
I knew it was, but I had to say it.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, it is.
God, at least he didn't get a barking ticket.
Oh.
Jesus Christ!
You need to stop that right now.
The perfect. What is the perfect story to do it to?
I know. The press release did not specify the amount nor whether the fine was related to speeding or the improper transportation of the dog. Police concluded their post by giving guidance to drivers to take safety and caution when transporting their pets, adding any sized animal can cause safety problems. Even a small animal can endanger your life and health while driving. Great safety tip.
See, the one thing they didn't tell you is this is a driver's training car where it has the controls on both sides.
Yeah.
But he saw that the camera was coming, so he put up a blackout shield so you couldn't see him. All you saw was
it was
the
that
dog.
illegal tint. Gotcha. I gotcha.
That's awesome, though. That is freaking awesome.
It was the illegal tint.
So where did this happen again?
Slovakia.
Slovakia.
Yeah.
That's going to be a long trip, man. It's going to be about a 15-hour ride in an airplane and, you know, a lot longer than that in a car to get to Troy, Illinois.
Troy,
which is
Illinois.
Troy, Illinois, which is where this next story comes from.
I think there's video, but it's not played.
It's the response to Israel, not to the story.
Okay. Then I'm not going to do that. No.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. No.
No.
So, the police in Troy, Illinois, are looking for a young boy estimated to be about 6 years old.
For what?
He is thought to be at the center of a pizza scam.
I'm calling blasphemy on that one. Pizza.
Well, they say that he is selling fake gift cards as a fundraiser for his baseball team.
Oh.
The Troy Police Department in Troy, Illinois. Imagine that. The Troy Police Department in Troy, Illinois.
What are the odds?
It's amazing. Freaking yutzes. It's located about 20 miles east of St. Louis, Missouri. Said that they have been made aware that members of the public are being sold fake buy one, get one free Domino Pizzas gift cards in Troy and the surrounding area. The police said in a statement posted to social media on Sunday night, quote, "The cards are being sold by a young juvenile white male about 6 years old who was last described wearing a dirty pink baseball uniform with a southern accent."
Yeah.
Quote, "The juvenile is likely accompanied by an adult, and he tells victims he's selling the cards as a fundraiser for his baseball team."
Oh.
Authorities are concerned for the boy's well-being and have asked the public to contact the Detroit Police Department if they see the juvenile, the adult who is accompanying him, or suspect.
A what? That was a twofer right there. A what? And a what?
Yeah, you caught that first one, did you?
I caught both of them. A what? A what? And a what? You know the bleeps.
Let me try that again. Let me take a quick drink though.
You know the bleeps, the creeps, and the sweeps.
Exactly. Shut up, asshole. Pizza got my tongue. No, it was the buy one, get one that got it. Anyway, authorities are concerned for the boy's well-being and have asked the public to contact the Troy Police Department if they see the juvenile, the adult who is accompanying him, or suspect any else of selling fake promotional cards. And that is not me. That is the article. It should be, or suspect anyone else of selling fake promotional cards. Thank you very much.
Yeah, they didn't do a very good job writing that one up. That's for sure.
No. Spell check, dumbasses. Authorities also took the opportunity to remind consumers not to buy things without properly checking them out and verifying their validity first. Tell you what, I'll pay you for it when I get my second pizza.
I'll gladly pay you tomorrow for a cheeseburger today.
I'm glad you went there. Quote, "It's always a good idea to call a fundraiser business to see if cards or gift cards are valid if you suspect any
Want to try again?
Not really, but I'm not a quitter. So yeah, we'll do that again. It's always a good idea to call the fundraiser businesses to see if gift cards are valid if you suspect any suspicious activity.
There it is.
Police said.
Kudos. You did it.
Made it through.
Well.
It's Boney Juan's fault. That's all.
Oh, sure. Blame the skeleton that doesn't talk.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
his mouth is hanging open. Shut up, damn it.
We're going to go from Illinois to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hold on. You want to know how badly that article messed me up?
How bad?
I have my little box of gummies that I've been munching on throughout the show.
Uh-huh. The what?
Okay. Throughout the show.
Oh, okay. I thought you said cho.
I did, but tried to play it off. That story messed me up so bad that I just ashed my freaking cigarette in it. Nikaya. Can't talk Tuesdays.
Oh, it's something.
Oh my God.
It is something, that's for sure. And the worst part is it's him, not me. Usually it's me.
You know, this wasn't a setup article either.
No, it really wasn't.
This was just a regular, yeah, he'll be all right with this one. Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah. Well,
didn't have no crazy ass foreign names or, you know, names of freaking stupid chemicals and shit.
Right. Well, I'll relieve you from your screw ups at the moment. And we're going to go from Illinois to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
A short trip.
A very short trip where a police officer was outed during a traffic stop.
He was outed because he had two guns?
No.
Oh, okay.
She is an OnlyFans model. And
really?
The person that she pulled over was one of her subscribers. We have video.
To light, the OnlyFans page belonging to a Minneapolis police officer is sharing his story tonight. This came to light a few days ago when he asked a community leader and personal friend if it violated department policy. Fox 9's Karen Scullin joins us now live with an update to this story. Karen?
Well, it was just a few days ago that this man was pulled over for a routine traffic stop, but it didn't take long before he recognized that officer as someone that he's been following on OnlyFans for about 5 months.
Now, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say kudos for her for making that side hustle.
Mm-hmm. And her followers have probably tripled by now.
Most likely because the page is still up and running, but let's go on.
A simple traffic stop quickly turned into a "where do I know you from" for the Minneapolis man who was pulled over just a few days ago. It took 10 minutes to figure it out. The man spoke to us on the condition of anonymity.
We was doing a little talking and checking, you know, as brothers, we was like, man, she got her OnlyFans page. I'm on her OnlyFans page.
He knew.
That's funny.
That is the worst editing I have ever heard.
Well, you got to remember, he got to be anonymous. He doesn't want his voice out there.
But you make it to where people can understand it, and you don't have to put what he says up there in writing.
Yeah, but you're going to do that anyway. So let's go on.
That the 4th precinct officer was someone that he had been following for 5 months on OnlyFans. He says he's seen her explicit photos and watched her have sex.
You gotta go
Good for you.
VIP. You get to see the videos of her and her I guess husband or whoever that is. They do full sex videos.
We are not yet naming the officer, but it appears she's been running the site that offers porn, customized videos, among other things, for some time. The police chief says he is investigating to see if MPD policy was violated. Meanwhile, the man who recognized her says he can't quite look at her the same.
Well, yeah, he wants her to use the handcuffs on him.
Well, so let's just finish this and then we'll give our opinions. Okay, let's go on.
They didn't arrest me no more. I've seen your private parts.
He says being a cop and an OnlyFans model really just doesn't mix.
I wouldn't want her to be arrested me, and I just saw you and your husband last night for $29.99 having sex on OnlyFans.
Now,
I just can't respect that. I wouldn't respect you or the treason that you're working with.
Oh. Now, on Sunday, when the story broke, a spokesperson for the mayor had this to say about the officer and her fan page. If all we're talking about is naked pictures behind a paywall, the mayor has no issue. However, the chief will determine if there are any policy violations. Now, it's not clear how long that investigation.
Just even though it's faded and I can't rewind back, just so you know, policy is spelled Policy, not T-Y.
Yeah. Policity.
Policity.
That's a JT word right there, brother.
Yep. Let's go on.
Investigation will take. At last sight, that website, that OnlyFans site, is still up and running. We did ask how long colleagues or the administration have known about this OnlyFans site, but we did not get an answer. We are live in Minneapolis. Karen Scully.
They've been watching for a while.
Now, just to kind of paint a picture here. There are so many people on OnlyFans. A lot of women, a lot of couples. They do what they need to do in order to make that side hustle. That's number one. Number two, it is a great way to get that side hustle and pay for things that you otherwise can't do. Now, this is going to be a huge issue. Okay. Yes, that civilian subscribes to her page, $29.99. She is not referencing the police department in any way, shape, or form. And it has nothing to do with her police work. Now, with that being said, what happens outside of the workplace is outside of the workplace. Can it reflect things? Yes, it can. But, I stress the but. There are ways around that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
So here's where I sit on this. Number one, if it's doing something like doing drugs or driving drunk or killing somebody and that kind of thing, yeah, bust them. Here's the thing. I give her credit for, excuse the phrase, but having the balls to have an OnlyFans page.
Good for them.
Here's another point. She's from what I got in the article, and I'm not positive on this, but from what I got from it, yes, they do have videos of her having sex, but it would appear that it is with her husband.
Yes.
She's not doing it with strangers off the street. She's not sitting there and going, hey, I'll let you off the speeding ticket if you come to my house and have sex with me on video. She's not doing any of that. She's having sex with her husband. I don't think it should be an issue.
It's not an issue. Now, Big Tank brings up a point saying they will throw out code of conduct and code of morality. Once a cop, they're a cop for life, even off hours. I'm going to argue that. And the reason I'm going to argue that is because you are not on duty when you are home.
Right.
When you are home, you are home.
I mean, that's like being in the military.
It doesn't matter if you have a badge or not.
Right.
It doesn't.
It's just like being in the military. You're a soldier 24 hours a day.
You're
home.
You're home.
I'm not a soldier. I'm at home. I'm not at work.
I'm a family
guy. The
guy.
minute you call me up and say, hey, we're on alert, then I'm a soldier again.
Yep.
And here's the thing, okay? Say she happens to pull this guy over again, just purely coincidence. Pulls this guy over again. He doesn't respect her, then have another cop come and take over.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But at the same time, he subscribes to her OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're just as bad. Just as bad. Now, Big Tank's telling me I'm wrong. If there is a crime going on next door and you do nothing, the cop will be disciplined. Has happened here in New York. That's different. Whoa, you are going different states, dude. Different states, different laws. Not only that, you are still off duty, which means if you kill somebody as a cop when you're off duty, you get put up for murder, not the police department, not because you have a badge, because you were a civilian at that time. You would get thrown away for murder. Even if you stopped the crime, you would be liable for getting sued. You gotta watch what you say.
Unless you identified yourself as a cop first and showed proof.
Absolutely.
You know, because, you do have off-duty police officers doing, stopping crimes and stuff all the time.
And 9 times out of 10?
It depends on the state. It depends on if, the police departments have a code of morality and this and that and the other thing. Personally, myself, I don't have an issue with it.
Listen, and this is just to kind of nix this and move on to the next one. The other thing with this is, yes, it's to the public, but it is a paid service. A paid service. These people pay to see these videos, see these pictures. It doesn't matter if it's a code of morality, unless, of course, they are representing the police department in every single one of those pictures and videos. Then, and only then, would they be liable and get possibly fired for that because they are making the reference.
If she had one of her uniform shirts hanging in the background or something.
Yep.
Then it's representing the police department.
Okay. It's just like, because I do this podcast and do this live show, I still have a full-time job. Do you see any of my work behind me? Any logos, anything pertaining to what I do for a living full-time? No, you don't. There's a reason. There's a reason, and that's why.
Yeah, and like we said, it all depends on the police department, the state. There's all those.
Yeah,
a lot of mitigating factors that go into it.
It's not an internal affairs thing. She did nothing wrong. Yes, she's going to be investigated, but she did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong.
I agree.
Where are we headed to now?
Oh, we are headed to Fremont County, Colorado.
Oh, yeah, this one.
Yeah. So, I'm just going to read the title. 115 decomposing bodies found improperly stored at a funeral home.
Yeah.
A funeral home offering environmentally friendly burials is under investigation after more than 115 human remains were found being improperly stored on the property. Properly? Holy crap. Property. Shut up. Deputies from the Fremont County Sheriff's Office in Colorado were dispatched to the Return to Nature Funeral Home based in Colorado Springs, Colorado, on Tuesday in reference to a suspicious incident. Fremont County Sheriff's Office found around 115 decomposing bodies stored inside a space of about 2,500 square feet. The bodies are in such bad shape, they will need to be identified through DNA. During the last 48 hours, my quote, during the last 48 hours, my office made a very disturbing discovery in the town of Penrose, Colorado. There have been a lot of questions and concerns expressed by the community, especially those families who entrusted their loved ones to this funeral home. Upon their arrival, deputies learned that the building was owned by the Return to Nature Funeral Home based in Colorado Springs, Colorado. On October 4th, 2023, FCSO investigators, the Fremont County Coroner's Office, and the Colorado Department of Regulatory Agencies executed a search warrant on the property and determined that the human remains were improperly stored.
Okay, I have a
Families
question.
will be notified. Just a whole bunch of...
I have a question. Yeah. I have a question pertaining to this.
I probably don't have an answer, but we'll try.
What exactly is an environment? Wow. Oh, there it is.
I knew it would get to you eventually.
Time. What is an environmentally friendly burial?
I would assume untreated wood, no metal, that kind of thing, or maybe no coffin at all, where you are just put straight in the ground so that your body decomposes and back to the earth.
Which is perfectly fine. It's happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
People have done it.
But, 115 bodies stacked in a back room somewhere, that's not quite...
That's not exactly environmentally friendly, but...
Yeah.
You know what? Viking funerals. Viking funerals would be more environmentally friendly than what they're coming up with.
To finish this off, a disaster declaration has been made by the governor, and local officials have declared an emergency in this case.
We're all going to die. We're all going to die.
That right there, folks, is why I want to be cremated.
Again, environmentally friendly.
Not really, because when you burn it up, you do put a lot of smoke into the air.
True, but that ash will fall to the ground, and that you'd be part of the dirt after that, and you would help things grow. Just saying. Just putting it out there. Well, from there we go.
That's for sure, because we do know that I'm full of shit. So
there you go. From there, we're going to go all the way up to central Pennsylvania, to Lancaster County, to be exact, where a Pennsylvania man was arrested twice in the same day. And I'm going to show JT's face on this one because he's going to love this, for driving a tractor drunk and hitting a car.
Wait, I don't want to laugh until I know if it's family or not.
Do you have family in Pennsylvania?
I do, but it's not them.
Okay. All right. Well, Lancaster County man twice on the same day was arrested after he hit an unoccupied car with a tractor while under the influence of alcohol, and then got pulled over later for the same thing. And what I mean by later is 20 minutes.
And by the way, the first car was occupied, not unoccupied.
Sorry, yes, occupied. I apologize.
No problem.
Not exactly a screw up, just screwed up the word. That's all.
Still a screw up.
Pennsylvania State Police say the initial crash happened in East Lampeter Township when Aaron Lance, 49 of Lancaster, reversed his tractor from Cherry Lane into a car behind him around 5:05 p.m. on September 16th. Yes, September 16th. The car was hit, which was carrying a 35-year-old man and a 45-year-old woman and a 2-year-old. Yep. However, police arrested Lance and charged him with DUI because his blood alcohol content was 0.16% greater.
Double the legal limit.
Over the legal limit. Yep. 17 minutes later, after being released from police custody, Lance was pulled over driving a tractor under the influence again for the same exact blood alcohol content.
My question is this: how the hell did he get out quick enough to be back on his tractor to hit another car in 20 freaking minutes?
You pay the fine or the bail and you're out. Police did not say if any of the people in the car were injured in the crash, and state police in Lancaster are investigating the entire situation. How do you?
So, Coach City is heading home. Something got in her eyes, several small scratches, and an antibiotic, eye drops. Be safe on the ride home.
Yes,
Coach
be
City.
safe. Be safe. No driving. Someone else should be doing that for you. But we're glad that you're doing okay. And that's the
and not the 12 or the 14-year-old, by the way.
Also true. Also true. Well, my friends, with that, that was our I Can't Believe I Read That for this week. I want to thank Lady Death for giving us every single one of those articles so that we can have some entertainment and conversations with you about it. With that being said, we're going to do this.
You people are idiots. Welcome back, dumbass. Dumbass. Got anything for that, dumbass? Well, April Fool, dumbass.
It's time for the Dumbass of the Week.
Dumbasses. Dumbass. You dumbasses? 300 million sperm. That's the one that got through.
Yes, that is the one that got through. It is now time for the Dumbass of the Week, where we take all those wonderful people from the good old interwebs and we bring that one special someone to the forefront and label them the Dumbass of the Week. Now, with that being said, if you would like to send us an article or a video of somebody that you think is a complete and total dumbass, by all means, accidentalpunch@gmail.com, put Dumbass of the Week in the subject line, send it in. Tell us who you are, and we're good to go. Or post it in our Dumbass of the Week Discord channel. This week...
Oh, my God.
This week's dumbass... As you can tell, JT is already laughing his ass off on this one. Hits a little too close to home this time around. And you're probably saying to yourself, well, what do you mean? Well,
literally, it's a little close to home.
It's literally right down the road from me.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. And it's a doozy. Oh, yeah. It's a doozy, folks. I'm just going to show you the picture of the person in question at the current time, because this is Suzanne Laprice. This has been an interesting year, to say the least, for us here in Bristol, Connecticut, because in 2 days, it is the anniversary of the deaths of the two police officers that literally happened right around the corner from my house.
Mm-hmm.
And this lovely woman decides that it's a great idea to go into the Bristol Police Department and start shooting a gun in the lobby.
Just up in the air?
Nope. Bulletproof glass.
Ooh.
Now, the good thing is, nobody was hurt.
They had bulletproof glass.
Nobody was at the desk at the time. However, the woman that you see right above our heads is 51-year-old Suzanne Laprice, and she entered the lobby of the Bristol PD at 10:35 p.m. last Thursday, fired multiple rounds into the window of the front lobby desk, which is bulletproof, by the way. The desk was unoccupied at the time, and the bullets did not penetrate the bullet-resistant glass. Perfect. No one got hurt. Officers obviously responded to the gunfire and attempted to negotiate. However, she wasn't having it and decided to shoot some more. Yep. Glass stopped everything. Now, eventually, she put down the firearm and they tased her. They took her into custody. No serious injuries to anybody, which was fantastic. Brought her over to Bristol Hospital, and then She was later released and taken into police custody.
The guy says it looks like she has a knot right in the middle of her forehead. That would be from her hitting the ground when the taser hit her.
Probably.
But don't.
She is currently being charged with multiple counts, including criminal attempt of murder with special circumstance, illegal discharge of a firearm, criminal use of a weapon, illegal carry of firearms under the influence of drugs and alcohol, violation of pistol permit requirements, illegal possession of a large capacity magazine, criminal mischief, reckless endangerment, and breach of peace. She is currently being held on $3 million bond. $3 million bond. Now, obviously, the Bristol PD lobby was closed for some time because now they got to get all your stuff. New glass, you know, we got to make sure everything is good to go. However, not the smartest.
No.
Not the smartest bulb. Not the brightest crayon. Not the brightest bulb. Not the sharpest tool. You name it.
Yeah, I would be interested to know what was going through her head as she was doing this.
There's rumors.
What made her decide to, did she wake up this morning and just go, hey, I'm going to go shoot up the Bristol, Connecticut police front office today?
Yeah, I mean,
there's some kind of story behind it.
Yeah,
I would be interested to know what it was.
There is video. So there is video of it happening. I don't know. Will I get in trouble for showing it?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I really don't. I don't know if I would get in trouble, but I'm going to show it.
While you're showing that, I do have to say this, though.
Yes.
I understand why they did it, but I got to take some points away from the cops that fired back as they fired back at her through bulletproof glass. It's bulletproof both ways, guys.
Well, I think it was more to kind of scare her.
I understand. Like I said, I understand why they did it, but crack the door open a little bit.
Well, no, because then you risk getting hurt yourself.
Yeah.
You
stay behind the door, crack it open. You see them all the time in the war movies. Stick it up over the wall.
And Big Tank says, no, you won't get in trouble for it. It was on the net, so it was at least unclassified. This is public knowledge. It is a publicly released video. They should have shot her non-lethal. They did. They tased her. They tased her ass. But I will... Let's do this. Let's show everybody.
Now, nobody's going to see it because we're on an ad break.
We're on an ad. Oh yeah, because it's after 10. It's after
35 seconds.
Well, I mean, hey, subscribers will see it.
Right. Well, go ahead and show it. Give them a reason to subscribe.
But you can clearly see, and this is just the still. Now, mind you, this is a 3-minute video, and I'll skip ahead to some spots. But just looking at the still alone, and you can see my mouse cursor, you can see the two pictures of the two fallen police officers literally almost to the day a year ago. Almost to the day a year ago. Okay, so you can see they're both there. They're going to be in that lobby forever because they were both killed in the line of duty on October 12th. Now.
And they're back.
Now, with that being said, here's the front desk view. Here she comes. She's walking up. She bangs on the glass with the gun. And she's using, you can see, she's hitting it. Why she's hitting it, no idea. No idea. You would think, hey, And clearly you can see she's stumbling, so, you know, clearly drunk. Okay? Clearly drunk. Let's just skip ahead a little bit here. Here she is. I believe she just fired off a couple of rounds. And it's ricocheting. You can see the dust falling from the shingles up in the, so it is ricocheting. And you can see there's one of the bullet hole marks there. You know, obviously it didn't penetrate, which is fine. But there she goes. She puts the gun down. Now she's taking off her sweatshirt, or at least unzipping, smoking a cigarette.
If you're going to go out, you might as well go out in style.
Right? Now, to me, this tells me something else is going on, because now she sits down. She's out of view. You can see she's out of view. Let's fast forward a little bit here. So you can see her down here, sitting down in the seats across from here, from these guys. You can see the police officers are now opening the door right here. And she's like, yeah, stop, hold on. You know, I wish we could hear audio. That'd be great. But then she starts shooting at the door. Now, mind you, bulletproof glass, folks. Even this door, bulletproof glass. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now the gun's down, which is probably how they were shooting at her, through the door or whatever, not through the glass itself. So let's see. Do we have her the taser? So here she is. Now she doesn't have the gun in her hand, screaming. Right. And there they go. And they tase her and get her down. Now.
Crazy.
Wrong police department to mess with. Wrong police department to mess with.
Yeah, they're not going to screw around.
Nope. That, my friends, is this week's Dumbass of the Week. If you have a contender, make sure you send it to us to accidentalpunch@gmail.com or post it in our Dumbass of the Week Discord channel. We got to get out of here. I don't want to. JT doesn't want to. But we got it. So, JT, my friend, go for it.
All right, you can follow me, JT, in a couple of different ways. If you want to follow music on Facebook, it is the JT Hollis fan page, or on the interwebs at jthollismusic.com. For the woodworking, Facebook is Veteran Garden Deco, and on the interwebs at vgdshop.com.
That's right. You can also follow me on all the social media networks, facebook.com/The Sully Show, as well as Accidental Punch. X. It's now X. It's not Twitter. It's X. At The Sully Show, at Accidental Punch. I also want to thank Restream for doing what they do every single day and letting us stream pretty much everywhere, which is amazing. They're absolutely amazing. If you ever want to do that, look them up. Go for it. It's good stuff that they have. If you like what we do, make sure you click the follow and the subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell to be notified every single time that we go live for this show. It's awesome that way. We can go over if we need to. It's fantastic. We appreciate every single one of you for tuning in and telling your friends all about the show and just forgetting about life for a while. We will be live next Monday for Avenger Pretenders, where we're talking about Loki Season 2, Episode 2. And then we'll be back next Tuesday at 8 p.m. for The Sully Show. Make sure you keep it locked in, be safe, be happy, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a great night, everybody.
See you guys. I'm getting him.
You're listening to The Sully Show.
They got the mustard.
Screw you. Hey, Suzanne, if you really want to put the fear of God in him, come and borrow my Nerf Gatling gun next time.
All right, everybody. Thank you once again for joining us today. I do appreciate it. As always, I want to thank Sammy for helping out with moderation, as well as taking some clips for us, as well as Lady Death. And Lady Death, thank you for all of those articles. Big Tank, thank you as well for chiming in, helping out. As always, I love every single one of you, and I'm glad that everybody can tune in and be a part of the show. Koshiri, I hope you have a very nice recovery when it comes to your eye. I'm glad it's nothing serious, so please take care of yourself. We are going to do a raid, folks. We're going to do a raid.
Next time, get video.
Which one?
I said next time, get video.
Yeah, next time, get video at least. You know, just saying. Let's see. It is Halloween, so a lot of people are playing some horror games, which is awesome. Let's see. What do you say let's go raid Love Kit. She's playing Dead by Daylight. If you haven't played that game, it's a great survival game, and they've got a lot of horror film characters from Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Friday the 13th, as well as Stranger Things, and a whole bunch of other really awesome franchises, which is really cool. So we're going to go give our love to Love Kit. Be nice, be happy, do your thing, and by the way, treat her with respect, because she treats us with respect as well. So we'll see you guys next Monday. We're going to do the raid right now. Love Kit, Dead by Daylight. We'll see you guys next week. Be safe, and we'll see you then. Goodbye, guys.
Bye-bye.
The show is over. Kind of. I mean, we're going to, do our countdown of, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Is that what you call that? A countdown?
4, 3, 2, 1. We'll see you guys later. Bye.